I'm exactly it's okay, I'm just talking about you. I'm exactly the same way. That I'm it's sort of organic, and I feel like I have to sort of feel my way. And even if I think I know, because so many times I'll think, well, I'm just going to hammer this out, and then I'll have plenty of time to go to Target. It never works out that way. I always end up off-road, and so I don't even try. However, I'm getting ready to work on a new supernatural historical series, and I learned the first time not to paint myself into a corner. So there are things that I'm mapping out in terms of the overall story arc, just like very basically, like, you know, here's where I am, here's where I need to go. So let me have a sense of that, so that I'm not suddenly standing there in book 3 going, here's the paintbrush, there's a freshly painted floor, here's the door. You know, so then I have to come up with a Rube Goldberg contraction to actually get there. So.
How do you name your characters? Do you just pick them out of a hat, or do you like the name?
I name all of my characters after people that Libba has worked with and had crushes on. But then I make sure I mispronounce it. Honest answer, it's getting harder. Yeah, no, but now I have to cover for that because it's on camera. And all your coworkers will sue me for stealing their names and pronouncing them wrong. For me, it's always been trying to avoid my friends' names. And so just over time it gets a narrower and narrower window. And it's really interesting because then it's just a sense of what a person's name is. Like I would never name somebody Circe out of mythology because there are no real referentials. That just for some reason a Paul seems like a Paul and a Noah seems like a Noah, and that's just, it's just an instinct thing more than anything else. There have been times where if it's been first person, like in Realm of Possibility, I haven't actually known the characters' names until like it came time to write the section headings with the names on it. I was like, ooh, there are a few characters that have no names, and I was like, well, you gotta invent them. And I still to this day forget them because they were so added on at the end.
Apparently I found out that I like the name Charlotte an awful lot because when I was writing the 3-part thing, my editor came back and said, you know, you have 4 Charlottes. It was very confusing, and I went, oh, okay. With the trilogy...
How many Wilburs did you have? A lot of Wilburs?
I didn't have nearly enough Wilburs, but that was a problem. Maybe a Charlotte could have been a Wilbur Ann.
No, there you go.
I tried to choose names that sounded as if they could be Victorian names. Gemma just came to me right away. Felicity was sort of an ironic name because she's really not, she's not light and happy. Anne was a very plain name, and I wanted that. And Pippa was the name of somebody actually I went to school with, and it's fun to say. Pippa. I shouldn't do this. It makes me feel like Miss Marple to say it. Oh my God, no, there's no dead body. So that was that. With Cameron, that name just came to me. Sometimes the names just come to you, and I think that when that happens, like you said, if it's a Noah or Paul, you just stick with that. I'm actually very bad at naming things. I have 2 cats that I call Kitty and Cat. I often refer
and
to
your
my
son,
as
boy.
A boy. And I have a stuffed animal that I've had for a very, very long time, and its name is Pig, and it is surprisingly a pig. So there you are. It's really beautiful. It ain't its name. Can we take one more?
We could take one more.
Okay.
One more? That'd be awesome. No Mary's
I think it's an epic question.
Oh. No last
I don't have the epic question.
Alright, here we go. Thank you. Wrap it all up.
Tell us what you're both working on right now.
Awesome. It would have felt like I had self-interest if I had asked you that.
On another comedy, a satire, that's going to be edited by Mr. Levithan. And it's about a plane load of teen beauty queens that goes down. The plane goes down on a deserted island, and it's like it's like Lord of the Flies meets proportion and lots of sequence. It's going to be a good time. Although I'm not sure David will get it because he doesn't have much of a sense of humor.
I don't find that funny at all. Yeah, and I do have a beauty queen background.
Show me quick.
That's the Queen. Anyway. And the next book I have coming out is a book I wrote with John Green, an obscure writer of animal fiction that nobody's ever heard of. Nobody's ever seen either. He's never done any web videos.
Quiet, retiring.
Yes, exactly. I think he's about 90 years old, and where's the toupee? It's called Will Grayson. It is about two boys who share the same name, as you might have guessed, and their lives sort of cross halfway through the book. So it's a lot of fun, but that's coming out anyway. Alright, so this has been great.